So today we are going to discuss 3 short notes. First one is allegory. The word allegory has been derived from Greek word allegoria, meaning after speaking in literature. It stands for a narrative meaning under the guise of suggesting similarities. Form of writing became very popular by the writers of the morality and miracle plays, which aimed at guiding the people to moral conduct. It is figure of speech in which abstract ideas and principles are described in terms of characters and figures and events. It can be employed in prose and poetry to tell a story with the purpose of teaching an idea and a principle or explaining an idea, etc. The allegory can be distinguished in two main types: historical and political allegory, in which the characters and actions that are signified literacy in their turn represent or allegorize historical personages and events. For example, John Dryden's Absalom and John Bunyan's The Pilgrim's Progress are good examples of historical and political allegory. The Pilgrim's Progress is a moral and religious allegory in a prose narrative. On the other hand, Edmund Spenser's The Faerie Queene fuses moral, religious, historical, and political allegory in a verse romance. The second one is dream allegory. A dream allegory is a conventional narrative form widely employed by medieval poets, where the narrator falls asleep, usually in a spring landscape, and the events he goes on to relate. He is often led by a guide, human or animal, and the events which he dreams are the least in the part of an allegory. A very influential French example in the 13th century is Roman de la Rose, Dante's Divine Comedy, Langland's Piers the Plowman, and Chaucer's The Book of the Duchess. Then comes aside. In drama, a few words or a few short passages spoken by one character to the audience while the other actors on stage pretend their characters cannot hear the words. The characters on the stage hear the words, but to fulfill the motive of the dramatist, they pretend as if they haven't heard the words. It is a technique of the dramatist to give some vital information to the audience. From ancient time, this technique has been adopted in the dramas to express few important words through some particular characters. The aside is usually indicated by stage directions. Shakespeare's plays are full of asides. One such aside occurs in Macbeth.